Hi, I'm Sol. Welcome to your weekly predictions horoscope reading. This is for all signs, and we are going to be going through what the weekly energies are for you, what you can expect, what's going to happen between love, relationships, money, changes, and anything else that may be going on in the collective energy. This is something that you guys have been asking me for and something I've been wanting to do. So if you really do enjoy this, maybe we can make this a weekly thing, and make sure to like this video, share this with your friends, and leave me a comment so that I know that you guys are enjoying this and you're liking it. Also subscribe so that I know that you guys are expecting this every single week, and I will do it because I really did enjoy getting these messages out to you guys. And if you don't know who I am a psychic. I do tarot card readings, I do divine feminine coaching, I connect with angels and spirit guides to help you get clarity in your love life and put you back on your most aligned path. So we do take spiritual protection very seriously here. So I am going to be lighting an incense as I'm going to tell you what the breakdown is going to be. I did get some crystal cards for you. We got you some guidance, spirit guide cards, but I am going to be breaking down the week into Monday through Tuesday, Wednesday through Thursday, and then Friday through Sunday. So we'll have sections for those parts of the week. There will be timestamps down below. And down below, you can also check out a list that teaches you how to protect yourself. Very easy, free, okay? You don't have to go out and buy crystals or anything like that. Most of the things, or a lot of the things that are on that list, you can literally do right now. I know that it's so easy now with our phones and our laptops and all this technology to just log into your, YouTube and find a reading that resonates, or find your favorite tarot card reader and not really know or be educated on the implications of that. So protect yourself spiritually, even through virtual readings, even through collective readings like this one. And you will also find links for tarot readings if you'd like to get a personalized reading. And I also just opened up my divine coaching program where I teach you how to detach from your twin flame and manifest your true twin flame and grow spiritually. Divine feminines are the spiritual twins. So this is kind of like your boot camp, community, and all access coaching program. I only am taking a limited amount of applications. Not everyone gets passed through, so make sure to apply. And also there is a 50% discount for the first 27 people to get accepted. Okay, just because you applied doesn't mean you're gonna get it. So if you want to check that out, you can also book a free consultation call with me so that we can review your application and see if you'd be a good fit. We can talk a little bit. You can tell me about whatever you want to tell me. Ask me any questions you want to. It is not a reading, but it is a free consultation. And that is all. Let me put this incense over there, and we're going to get into this week's horoscope. We're going to put on my glasses because this is very serious. I am drinking mate, which is a traditional drink from my homeland. I am Argentine. So we're gonna have something to sip on. Comment below what you guys are sipping on. Coffee, tea, whatever it is, girl. Or boy, you do drink it all in one. It's not that hot though. Even though you saw steam coming out, it's fine. I didn't burn myself. At least not this time. Okay, so I'm actually gonna take the glasses off because I do not like that reflection, and my glasses are nasty, y'all. I clean them every day, and tell me how they are still so nasty by the end of the day. Anyways, I did take some channeled messages. Something you guys don't see me do a lot online is automatic scripting and writing, and also automatic drawing. But I did get some channeled messages. So if you see me looking down, that's what I'm looking at, okay? That's what we're doing. And without further ado, let's do Monday through Tuesday's energy. Actually, let's do the weekly general message, and then we'll go into the specific days the way we broke them down. Okay. So we do have the Hermit and the Ace of Swords as the weekly energy. Now, what does this mean? Also, if you hear yelling, my mom's Hispanic, so she just be yelling. Everything's fine though. She's actually in a really good mood today. So, don't worry about that. But whenever I see the Hermit, I think of withdrawing. Now, the Hermit is the 9th major arcana, and the number 9 does represent cycles almost ending. So you may feel like you're in limbo right now, like maybe you are in between, you may be feeling uncertain, there may be a lot of emotions coming out, you may be looking for and asking for guidance right now, spiritual inner guidance. That is what the energy of the Hermit is. So this whole week, it's going to be a really good time for you to ask your angels and your guides, the universe, for guidance. So if you say, hey, I really want to make this decision, if you show me a blue butterfly, I will make this decision. It is that time to ask for those kinds of signs. It is time to interpret, write down what your dreams are, write down any signs or synchronicities that you may be seeing, any repeating numbers, even numbers that may repeat during this reading could be significant for you. Now, the Hermit also represents a guide. Okay, so guidance is all around you. The universe is your guide. You have that inner wisdom. You may be seeking solitude right now. You may be seeking wisdom, but you have to be open to the guidance. If you are not open to the guidance, if you are holding on to things that are serving you, if you're being stubborn, if you're saying, you know, I really want this and it's not working, but I really want this, that isn't, no temper tantrums. We're not staying stuck on negativity. We're not holding on to things. We're not forcing things. That is not what this energy is about. And if you continue to do that, if that is what you want to do, then you will continue to relive those negative cycles and you'll always be almost ending a negative cycle. Okay, you need to get yourself out of it and you need to complete this cycle. And speaking of that, we have the Ace of Swords. So this week is going to be a really good time for new beginnings. Now, we are in eclipse season and we are also in a leap year. And if you've had a personal reading with me, you know that I be talking about leap years. Okay, leap years are significant because they represent endings and beginnings. Physically, they could literally represent somebody around you wanting to give birth or start a family. They could literally represent somebody around you passing away, or you knowing somebody personally, or those kinds of themes affecting your life personally or people around you. So that is why this card is also very significant right now. Now, aces represent 0, which is all about new beginnings, and swords represent air energy. So think of Libra, think of Gemini, think of Aquarius, right? Mental thoughts realm, okay? So this means that you are in power, you are in control. This is the perfect time to birth new ideas, to start that business idea, whatever milestones that you want to invite into your life. If you want to start a family, this is a great time to talk about that and start manifesting those things into your life. Now, on that same topic, you could be feeling quite the opposite. You could be avoiding, you could be doing busy work, you could be really in denial, because remember, keeping busy, doing busy work just to do it, is avoiding, and it's a form of denial. Okay, so you could be the quite opposite. There could be some of you that are like, I'm gonna go inward, I'm gonna like go through my emotions, I'm gonna seek this guidance, I know that the answers are within, I'm gonna find my time for myself so I can get clarity. And there could be some of you that are like, I'm just gonna keep it moving, I'm gonna bulldoze my way through life, I'm gonna keep forcing these things, I'm gonna keep my schedule busy and packed so I don't have to stop and think. So those things that you were avoiding, it's time to now make time for reflection. So the energy of this week is that new things are coming, but old things have to end in order for those new things to come. And so you guys are in the process. We're actually in the cusp of the manifesting portal that is the month of October. So this is a very significant week because it is the ending of September and it is the beginning of October. And so this is a perfect time for you to let go, close out cycles, and to allow new energies to come into your life. So with all of that being said, stop avoiding what you need to do, okay? Allow that new energy to flow in, allow the universe to guide you, and let's get into Monday and Tuesday's horoscope and predictions. Okay, so we did get the 7 of Cups for Monday and Tuesday's energy. So you may be feeling like you are in a state of confusion right now. The 7 of Cups, 7 is a very healing number. It's a very spiritual number, and it's a very in-between number, right? Because you feel like you're close to the end, but you also feel like a lot of things are going on around you, getting the word rapture, so you may literally feel in that energy. But the 7 of Cups particularly, there is that cups element, so that's emotional, that's water sign energy. So think of Pisces, Scorpio, think of Cancer, right? The water signs, emotional, defensive, intense, transformative. So let's say that you have many choices in front of you, right? Just like the octopus. Octopus is holding many, many choices, right? We got the shark, we got the pearl necklace, we got the freaking Titanic looking boat, okay? We have the penguin, and so the octopus really needs to get clear on what it wants, and it needs to allow the emotions and the possibilities to run through them. So what do we mean by this? This is your time to go inward. This is a very introspective energy. This is a very imaginative energy. Okay, when we think of the card, the Seven of Cups, we're looking at fantasy. We're looking at imagination. And you know what this is great for, right? The Lululand, this is great for manifesting. So this is about getting control of your feelings and your emotions and your thoughts. How do we do this? We allow the feelings and emotions to come and go. We don't dwell. So this is the time for you to say, okay, I'm going to feel this feeling. If I need to sit on the couch and watch a movie, and eat some freaking popcorn, order a pizza, and cry about something, then I'm going to do that. If I need to sing in the shower, if I need to, go on a long run, if I need to, I don't know, insert what you would be doing. If you're just feeling like an emotional wreck, if you're feeling like there's a lot of confusion in your life right now, let me know. Honestly, I'm an emotional eater, so I'd be on that couch watching Netflix, ordering food. That's what I like to do. But you know what? Everybody has their vice. And this eclipse energy is also nudging at us to rely on old vices and habits. So if you were doing really good in sobriety, for example, you may be feeling that nudge of like, maybe 1 cup of alcohol wouldn't hurt. Maybe 1 cigarette would be just fine. I'm stressed right now. Maybe I do need to go, hit up my local smoke shop and, get a joint or something. So not that I'm condoning this, I'm saying that you may be feeling those nudges. And so this is you processing the emotions. And normally, right, we process our emotions and we rely on vices. We rely on things that numb us. We rely on unhealthy, negative patterns and behaviors that don't serve us. So this is about processing what these things really are meaning to you. When I think about me, emotional eating, I'm actually avoiding an emotion that I'm probably not feeling good, that I'm probably not facing my fears. Maybe I am projecting. Maybe I am, oh my God, the word is escaping me right now. Maybe I'm procrastinating. And so emotional eating is a way for me to process that emotion. But I also have to realize that I'm actually feeding into a vicious cycle of emotional eating and then feeling bad about myself and then possibly, not getting closer to my health goals, right? So instead of thinking of short term, this is about thinking long term, and this is about processing your emotions but not dwelling on them. Now, channeling this energy, Spirit is warning us that we may have a hard time seeing things clearly and making choices. So just like I did right now, find some time to take some deep breaths, a calm space, so that you can sort out your feelings, so that you can sort out any decisions that you need to make, any options. So right now we're not making the decisions, right? We're sorting out what we want and getting clear on those things, because right now the energy is murky. So Monday and Tuesday are going to be ruled by your emotions and your thoughts. So getting control of that, finding healthy ways to cope is going to get you through this part of the week. And let's move forward to Wednesday and Thursday, because the energies drastically change for the better. So there is hope, okay? Don't let your emotions get the best of you. All right, we got the Queen of Coins and the Knight of Coins. I love that this is all coins energy because we're moving into earth energy. So you can think of the signs Capricorn, Virgo. We just ended Virgo season, right? We're getting into Libra season. What is Libra about? Rebalancing, justice, right? Having those tough conversations, facing our fears, confronting the things we've been avoiding. And so coins energy is perfect for this because earth energy is very grounding. It's very balanced. Okay, and with the Queen of Coins, her energy will have you feeling more in tune with your body, with your sense of pleasure. Okay, you may be craving your comforts. Let's be real here, right? Real big Taurus energy here. We may be craving our comforts, but we're doing so in a much healthier way. We're more in tune with the ebbs and flows of our body, where the feelings and thoughts are coming from and where we're actually feeling these things. So this coins, Knight of Coins, Queen of Coins energy on Wednesday and Thursday is going to bring you some much needed mental clarity and stability. You're going to have a better idea of where you want to go. And now you just need to prioritize the things that actually need to get done. Because the one thing about Earth energy compared to water energy is that Earth energy is about taking those next steps. So this energy is all about inspired action. Okay, so with Monday and Tuesday's energy, we're feeling, we're thinking, we're manifesting through controlling our thoughts, through making our intentions clear. And then Tuesday and Thursday, we are actually taking action. We are actually doing the things that we know are going to get us to where we want to be, to manifest the things that we actually want in our lives. Now, this whole week, there is this energy of important decisions and important conversations coming through, right? So you may be somebody who is avoiding a specific conversation. The time to actually have those conversations is going to be from now and forward. Again, Tuesday and Monday's energy may be too emotional. You may say things you don't mean, or you may bend to others' will because you're just sensitive. You're just relying on old things that don't serve you anymore. But now that you're more stable, now that you're more clear, this is the time to actually plan out and start taking action towards making those decisions. So if you know that you have to let go of a sneaky link or of a situationship, or you want to set your boundaries with your boss or with a family member, right? Or even with yourself. Like, I know that I've been, dropping the ball. I know that I haven't been exercising as many times as I need to, or I've been procrastinating and not getting things done. This is the time to set those boundaries and have those important conversations with yourself and then with others. So this is going to be very vital energy to move the ball, to get the ball rolling really towards our manifestations and get that momentum going. Now, the Knight of Coins, although it has a bad rep for being a slow moving kind of energy, this is actually really significant because the Knight of Coins is going to give you wisdom through experiences. So if you were thinking about leaving a job so that you can have a more lucrative opportunity somewhere else, another job, or start a business that you really believe in, or actually just go full force on a business that's already been bringing you things, and just instead of making it a side hustle, a full on, this is your attention now, this is the time to make those steps, right? The Knight of Coins also has a very adventurous spirit. Okay, so the Knight of Coins is going to give you that little bit of motivation, that encouragement to take those steps. And the Queen of Coins is actually going to confirm that you are taking the right steps, because the Queen of Coins, she follows the money, okay? And this card represents harvest after much labor. So something you've been really working towards, something that you've been really wanting, is going to bring you some manifestations. You're going to start seeing the trickle downs of a much bigger manifestation that is going to show up later this month. So this is a very pivotal time for you to really start honing in on the things that are actually giving back to you. So when we're thinking of Tuesday and Wednesday's energy and all this coin, earth energy, we're thinking of security. We're thinking of being a little bit prudent with our money, right? We're making wise choices through experiences. So if something is bringing us money, maybe we should keep focusing on that if our goal is to make more money. If something is bringing us joy, maybe we should keep focusing on the things that are bringing us healthy amounts of joy, opposed to the things that are taking away from us and making us feel drained and unworthy, right? That is the clear distinction here. Think of money, possessions, security. All right, let's move into Friday and Saturday's energy. Then we're going to get you your guidance cards and crystals for the week to see which crystals are going to be best aligned that you can work with, and what energies these crystals will bring you in your life this week. So Friday through Sunday, I'm actually really excited to share these because we did get 3 cards. So to me, that's telling me that these represent Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and we're going to bunch them up together here. So for Friday's energy, we do have the Queen of Swords. I love how we have so much Queen energy. So divine feminines, you're going to start feeling your divine feminine qualities shine this week, right? So unlike divine masculine qualities, which can be a little bit more assertive, they can be very logical, this is going to be more of an intuitive energy. So we're using our intellect, but on the intuitive side, okay? And the Queen of Coins is not only intuitive, but she uses the creativity side of any mental process, right? So everything has a system, and so does our brain and our minds and our bodies and all of it. So instead of using the more linear, things need to be done this way, if A is here, then B needs to come next, the Queen of Swords shows us and actually encourages us to take a more creative approach, right? So this is actually the part of manifesting that's the most difficult. We have Monday and Tuesday Tuesday, where we're controlling our feelings and our thoughts and we're attracting the things we want, getting clear on what we want. Wednesday and Thursday, where we are actually taking inspired action, where we're putting in more effort, we're being decisive, we're being smart with everything. And then this is the hardest part, right? Once you have planted the seeds, you decided which seed you want to plant and you plant it. Now you got to wait for it to grow. And sometimes seeds grow underneath the soil in the dark where we can't really see that it's growing, but it is coming towards us. So this is really the energy of keeping faith that everything is working out and will work out for you. Now, a little bit of a warning before I go deeper into the other cards here. Remember, we talked about tough conversations, important conversations, things that needed to be cut, right? The Knight of Coins from the previous energy is actually a card of arrivals and departures. So we need to take actions and make sure that we are carving out the road for things to arrive to us and cutting off the roads for the things that need to go so that they don't come back. And so leaning onto that energy, if there was an important conversation, if there's something you've been avoiding and not or been unclear of and you're not sure where to make, right now this is your last chance, because if you do not take this action in October, you will start to see that the universe will force these things upon you. You will have no choice but to confront these things. And it's much better, okay? It's a little birdie told me, it's much better for you to take control and to take your power back and initiate these conversations, initiate these changes, opposed to having those changes get forced upon you and then you feeling overwhelmed and feeling like it's just coming out of nowhere, right? So it's a difference between taking your power back and the mindset of, oh, everything is happening against me, or why is this happening to me, to everything is happening for me, okay? So that's very important to know. This weekend is going to be very specific. If you need to sit down and have that conversation, this is your last chance to do it before things start to get a little bit crazy. October is a bit of a crazy month, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, you guys, make sure to like, subscribe if you're enjoying this so far. Leave me a comment if you want me to do next week's weekly tarot so that we can get into October energy, because let me tell you, October is going to be an interesting month for all of us. Okay, to finish off the Queen of Swords, she also represents difficult experiences. She represents grieving. She represents separation, divorces. So if those things are on the table for you, just know that this is your time to confront those things, okay? Although we have to be careful of our emotions and our thoughts taking over, I feel like if we're able to confront our emotions and thoughts in the beginning of the week, by this time, by Friday, you should be pretty clear and good on what you want, and you should be able to have a very productive conversation. And even if these are tough conversations and endings have to happen, or you have to hurt someone's feelings, or you know someone may hurt your feelings with their answers, they may not give you the answers that you want, things may not work out, just know that these negative experiences, if you're able to flip the script like we talked about earlier, this will actually bring in a lot of positive growth, and it will open up vistas, it will open up roads for you that you did not think imaginable, okay? With the Knight of Swords. Now, the Knight of Swords, again, is another very intelligent energy, but sometimes we rush into things. So the Knight of Swords is kind of like the F it all, okay? Balls to the wall kind of energy. This is very necessary. Sometimes we need to push ourselves to get things done. And you may encounter differences in opinions. You may encounter angry messages. Okay, this is not an easy energy to deal with this week. But don't get too focused and don't get too forceful, and everything will work out for you. Use diplomacy. Okay, this is the card that's giving you the little like hint. This is the time to be a little bit more diplomatic. Okay, this is the time to stick to your guns and to, you know, set your boundaries. Don't be a people pleaser either, right? Don't go from one spectrum to the other. Find your balance and stick with it, but be kind to others, be compassionate. So don't be too passive. This is the time to use assertiveness in a positive way, and assertiveness with compassion is what the angels are telling me to explain right now. So that's the Knight of Swords energy. Now we have the Fool. Now the Fool is one of my favorite cards. It is part of the 21 major arcanas, and it is actually 0. So it comes even before the first card, right? The 0. 0 represents new beginnings. Now the Fool is quite interesting because the Fool kind of represents you feeling out of sync. So you may feel like you're a loner, like you're the black sheep, like you're doing something that's unconventional that maybe other people won't agree with, or maybe other people haven't agreed with, right? Because the Knight of Swords came through and you're like, well, you know what? This is not everybody's cup of tea, and I get that. This may not be your favorite flavor of ice cream, but it sure is mine. And if I want to eat it every day for breakfast, then I will. Okay, and if that doesn't work for you, that's fine, society. I know the rules are not to eat ice cream in the morning every day, but you know what? This is an analogy, you guys. I'm not really doing that. But you know what? It is what works for me. It is what feels good to me. It is what makes me happy. It is the reason I get up every day. You can use that analogy with any situation you may be going through, but that's kind of what this energy is. It's kind of like other people may think that I'm the fool here, but really I am just following my heart's desires. Really, I am following my happiness. And so on Sunday, this is Sunday's energy, right? We're keeping faith. We're being open, okay? Your authentic self is screaming to be expressed. This whole week is your authentic self, which you can even say your soul, right, is your authentic self, is screaming to be acknowledged. So express your authentic self unapologetically. Know that you are being protected and that everything is going to work out well for you. Now let's get you some cards here. Actually, I do want to pull some angel cards to see like what energy your angels are helping you with right now, what miracles they may be helping you with, and like what that could bring. I kind of just want to do that right now. I don't know. I just kind of felt like doing that. Angels, I work a lot with the angels, so let me know if you guys want videos on how to work with angels yourself. It's just how I got into spirituality, so it's very near and dear to my heart. And you know, I feel wrong not including them this week. So let's get some angel energy here. Angels, what are you helping the collective with this week? What lessons are coming up? Miracles may be coming up for you. Okay, angels. Ooh, we got a card. Okay. And your angel is helping you with spiritual growth, period. Your angels are helping you with spiritual growth this week. That is the energy you should be focusing on. Your own personal growth, right? We have el ángel guardián de crecimiento espiritual. El modo en que me vuelvo espiritual es simplemente volviéndome yo mismo. So this is a beautiful message. It says that the mode in which I turn spiritual is simply turning back into myself, turning myself back into me. Okay, so this is again aligning with your authentic self, aligning with what your soul wants. That's part of spiritual growth. All right, let's get you some crystal cards and then we'll get you your final spirit guide messages from your higher self and your guides. So pick a number between 1, 2, and 3 and I will give you your crystal. So if you picked number 3, your crystal is, also you could pause the video right now, you know, meditate with yourself. Pick a number. Let me know in the comments what numbers you guys picked, what crystals you got. And if there's any more information that you know about these crystals, please share it with us because I always appreciate that. Everybody else does. And I love reading through the comments when you guys write like things that you guys know and experience that you've had. Like please share the knowledge. Okay, so if you pick number 3, we have orange calcite. We have boosting self-esteem, expressing sexuality, psychological healing, and energetic living. So this is a card all about expressing yourself, which I love. It just goes with the theme of the week. But it is also about taking action, doing things that fill you with life. This is about healing any mental patterns, right? Psychological, anything that could be harming you mentally, negative thoughts, negative behaviors, right? Being able to express yourself sexually if you've had trauma in that, acknowledging those wounds and healing, taking it step by step, day by day. And then just know that those psychological and sexual wounds, right? They could be affecting how we see ourselves. And so acknowledging those things and being able to be your own best friend, express yourself, right? Look in the mirror and say, I look great today and today's going to be an amazing day. All right. That's the kind of energy that you want to work with this week. And so if you want to get the orange calcite or any of these crystals, I'll have that linked down below in my Amazon storefront. I do make a small commission from that. So, you know, it's a great way to support the channel. If not, go to your spiritual shop, go out into the mountains, find crystals, do whatever calls for you. Now, if you pick the number 2, we got the black tourmaline. I actually have this crystal. It's in my crystal bowl back there. But black tourmaline is a very powerful protective crystal. So you may want to protect yourself this week. Okay. It also relieves anxiety. So any like racing thoughts, right? So maybe Monday and Tuesday, your emotions are actually being triggered by racing thoughts, by anxious thoughts, by fearful thoughts. So really acknowledging that and being able to, one, believe in yourself and in your choices, right? Self-belief is super important, but cleanse your energy, cleanse your aura, go to the ocean, go to the beach, you know, go outside, meditate, whatever it is you do to cleanse your energy, to find some peace and calm, that is really important, but to protect yourself from others, because I feel like if you picked this crystal, you need to protect yourself from other people, from gaslighters, from manipulation, from just people who don't have your best interest, or maybe they think that what's best for them will be best for you. And sometimes people have good intentions, but their advice is just not for you, and that's that's fine. Now, if you picked the first pile, this is the smoky quartz. This is your crystal of the week that will help you. So this is about dispelling negative energy, protecting your home, earth connections, and achieving career success. So if you felt like you resonated with a lot of the more career money side to this weekly reading for you, then just know that if you feel an inkling to ask for that promotion, if you feel an inkling to switch jobs, to start a new enterprise, that you will receive that success. And the crystals can help you amplify these energies. They can help you heal faster, protect yourself more intensely, find mental clarity, and manifest quicker. So it is really, I love working with crystals. I've been doing it for a long time, and anytime I have a reading, a personal reading with a client, I always recommend a crystal to help them. And I love hearing back their stories. Sometimes my clients will even lose the crystals. That's normal. When the crystal is done helping you, it will find its way to someone else, or it will get lost for a little bit until you are ready to refind it and it's ready to come back into your life. So that is super important. Now let's move into your spiritual guidance cards. So I love this deck, by the way. Look how pretty this card is. Oh, it's so cool. Okay, so we have the last hurrah here. Now, this is a card of ending cycles. And, you know, if you need to have your last little hurrah with something, if you need, you know, if you want to break up with your ex, but you want to have some real good sex, no one's judging you. You know, get it out of your system. If anything, if it's going to help you process, do what you got to do, girl. I ain't judging you. Only, you know, the Lord can judge you at this point. But this is really about figuring out what you need to do to close out those cycles and having fun, right? Don't take it so seriously, and just remember to stay hopeful, because endings lead to new beginnings. And then this is your message from your higher self. This is kind of where your soul is calling you, where you're at right now. I am going to read a passage from this book. This is an archetypes book, but it is called The Eternal Child. So this is about getting closer to your higher self, to your soul, and remembering what you came here to do. As a child, we're more in tune with our soul. We're more in tune and psychic and intuitive. And so this is kind of asking you to remember those things. All right, so let's actually grab the book. All right. And I wish I could read Roman numerals, but your girl needs some more education. I actually used to know how to read Roman numerals, but like in the 5th grade, and it's been more than a decade. Okay, so we're getting there. Okay, so the Eternal Child is archetype number 4. It's under the category of self. So this is about understanding ourselves, and it's on page 69. So I'm giving you guys the numbers in case those are numbers that you see. We have the inner child, the child of joy. The Eternal Child is connected to the timeless, ageless, and infinite aspects of life. It is radiant and fearless and seeks joy above all else and at any cost. It struggles being bound to an aging body with physical limitations in a world that demands attention to detail and logistics. The Eternal Child wants to nix all rules and responsibilities and go beyond what others say is possible. I think that's super significant, because that's kind of been the theme here, right? Going beyond what others say is possible, going beyond your own limits, and going beyond what society at large or the opinions of others may affect your decision making, right? It wants to return with plenty of friends to the land of the free, where divine wine and creativity pour from the earth and sky. We all want a sip from the well of eternal youth, and it makes the Eternal Child naturally popular, perhaps even famous. The Eternal Child glimmers. It reminds us of what is possible, what is magical about this precious life. So when this card is in the light, so the light aspects are joyful, playfulness, acceptance of all, magic, right? And this is kind of a warning of be careful of the darker aspects of this, which is addicted, selfish, adrift, burns out, okay? And that is the message from your soul, from your guides this week, is to connect with your inner child, and don't be afraid to take leaps. You know, if you're wanting to start that YouTube video because, you know, you want to be famous, or you want to be able to provide for yourself, or you want to do something more creative, or you want to grow your self-esteem and put yourself out there, see what the possibilities are for you, don't be afraid to do it. This week is your week of expressing your authentic self. and I really enjoyed doing this for you. So if you did enjoy this, don't forget all the links are in the description box if you wanted to book a reading or join the Divine Feminine program. But if not, and this is where I'm leaving you, I hope that you will be back next week. I hope you guys like this, and if you do, again, leave me those comments, subscribe, like this video, share, do all the things so that I know that you guys are enjoying this, especially the likes and the comments, like please. That helps me out a ton, and I will see you guys next week. Bye.